Yo, what's up guys? What is the latest happening in the world of Arsenal? Latest transfer news, latest stories happening in the world of Arsenal as of today, the 28th of June 2025. Despite the completion of the deals has been announced already, the likes of Kepa, Zubimendi and even recently Christian Nogard, now Arsenal are proceeding to move for strikers, and of course that is probably the most important part of the window that we are all looking forward to. And now, what is the latest when it comes to our striker signings? Because of course that is the signing that will delight most of the Arsenal fan base. Arsenal are very interested in bringing in Sesko or Gyokores. But what is the latest we are hearing currently? Now, the report fly out recently about Sesko demanding a release clause, and many Arsenal fans were not happy about it. In fact, many Arsenal fans have already felt, okay, this is a way to say you are not ready to join our football club. Even it was thought that probably this will move Arsenal to go for Gyokores, because that can never be accepted for him to put a release clause. But we now got an information from one of our sources. I think we told people earlier on Facebook yesterday that they have informed us that Sesko demanding for a release clause in a potential contract with Arsenal is not true. That he is not asking for that, neither is he asking for an outrageous wage. So that means those reports, that's why I keep telling you guys, those things are reports. When we give you exclusive or important information here, we're going to tell you these are information from our own sources. But you see those reports, now take them with a pinch of salt, because right now our source is just telling us that that report that has been flying around all this while about Sesko demanding for release clause and the kind of wage his agent is demanding, and everything is looking like it's too expensive for Arsenal to agree. But now our source is telling us that report is not true. Sesko is not demanding for something too serious, only that Arsenal are yet to agree with our beliefs, who are still looking for a way to make the best out of that deal to cover up for their current financial struggle due to not qualifying for Europe. So guys, this is the real truth about Sesko, but nonetheless Viktor Gyokores still remains a prime target, because even though he's not closing the door for a move to Manchester United, Arsenal, we understand, are still his priority, and of course it will give Arsenal priority. And finally, if Arsenal go ahead to sign Benjamin Sesko, that is when Viktor Gyokores will be able to listen to United offer. For now, though he's not closing door at United, but he will not join United until it has been finalized that he's not going to join Arsenal. Maybe Arsenal have signed a new striker, and you have seen a year will go for a new striker instead of him, then it will now open door fully for Man United to come in, and even Juventus, who are reported to be very interested in him. So that is about our strikers. Now, before we go, let's give an update on one man that is probably next to be our next signing, because his talks are so advanced. And now, in the course of negotiation yesterday, a verbal offer was made by Arsenal and they have rejected. That's Valencia. We are talking about Christian Mosquera. Arsenal made a verbal offer of below the valuation yesterday and it was rejected. Now, Arsenal are reportedly still going back with another bid, a bid that is closer to the valuation of 20 million euros. Of course, he's in his final year of his contract, so we expect Arsenal to be what BM trying to negotiate the best possible deal for us, and that is exactly what Andabeta is trying to do. So don't be surprised if you hear or see that Arsenal bid was rejected. Yes, but it was a verbal offer. Our sources have told us it was not really like Arsenal lodged a bid, it was more of like a verbal offer which Valencia rejected. So guys, Arsenal going with another bid again, and we hope they're able to conclude that deal, because of course he's a young defender with a great potential, and of course he will be a great cover for William Saliba in Arsenal squad. Finally, before we go, one man is being linked with an exit, of course, and we have a report for you guys on that. Now, we are told Fulham are trying to seal a deal to sign Zinchenko from Arsenal for £10 million, and I find it very funny. They said that according to that report, they said Fulham believe they can get that deal done with £10 million. Says who? Are we Father Christmas? I don't remember Arsenal Football Club behind the name Arsenal Father Christmas. No, we are. AC Milan have come in with their own bid. We rejected it because it was way below our own valuation. So what do Fulham think they can get another player of Arsenal? I know they love to sign Arsenal player. Yeah, but I've seen it Iwobi. They love Arsenal players, for former Arsenal players. They have seen with Smith Rowe. They have seen with even Bedleno, their goalkeeper. But at the same time, guys, we're now having a financial issue. So why will they let Zinchenko, that was signed for I think around 30 million, to go for just 10 million? No, I mean, let's see what will happen. But guys, what do you think? How much do you think Arsenal should sell Zinchenko for in this current transfer window? Because we are told Arsenal will allow him to leave and are actively working on his departure, because of course Arsenal need funds elsewhere to fund other moves, of course. So guys, that will be the end of today's Arsenal. I'm going to see you guys again in the next video, and until then, We is out.